What is going on, guys? This is the Three Musketeers, and welcome to my first episode of Your Weapon of Choice. Now, in my final episode of the Top 5 Gun Show, I asked you guys to vote for the weapon you'd like to see me review next and do some gameplay with, and a lot of you guys responded to that, so thank you so much for that. And the weapon you guys picked and decided to stitch me up royally with is the MP7. So I went ahead and did some gameplay with this weapon. Now, this was actually the first game of the night that I had, and it went quite well. I was quite pleased with it, so I thought I'd use it, not only because I get quite a nice score, but it is a game mode and a map that I hardly use on my channel, so I thought I'd use it, add a bit of variation, as of course it is Team Deathmatch on Caspian Border. Caspian Border is a map that I hardly ever play at all. Obviously, this isn't hardcore for the reasons I've explained in the past, that it is quite hard to find a team deathmatch on hardcore, so I switched across the core. And this map is actually quite a good example for this weapon because it has some long-range sections and some, as you can see here, some short-range sections. So it shows off the strengths and weaknesses of this weapon quite well. Now, getting involved with the details about this weapon, the MP7 is designed by Heckler & Koch, which is a German company, as a lot of you guys probably already know. Now, it was first designed in 2001, and since then it has seen combat in Iraq and Afghanistan. And also since then there's been a couple of alterations and different versions that have come out. There is the MP7A1, that is the latest version to come out, and that has some alterations to it. That has a shorter stock and a more straight butt plate on it, and a more user-friendly pistol grip on it. And then there is the MP7SF, which is the semi-automatic version, and that is actually used by the British MOD police. Now, this weapon fires 4.6mm rounds, and that's to adhere to the 1989 NATO requirements. And this weapon actually falls into the PDW class, or the Personal Defence Weapon class, and it is actually in competition with FN Herstal's P90, which I spoke about in a previous video. That is obviously a weapons manufacturer in Belgium. Now, in terms of the game, this weapon was on co-op and campaign, and on both those it was quite a fun weapon to use. I enjoyed using it quite a lot, but online it's a little bit different, handles and feels a little bit different to that. Now, interestingly, to unlock this weapon you had to do the co-op missions, and originally you needed 189,000 points to unlock this weapon, but fortunately on the 6th of December DICE must have realised that they'd set their weapons boundary, the points, a little bit too high for that, and they brought the boundaries down, and then you only needed 34,000 points to unlock this weapon. So if, like me, you had quite a few points amassed, and after I went on the game after the update, I suddenly had about 6 new guns unlocked. So that was quite a nice little surprise, and it made it much more fun because to unlock that weapon you would have had to do the same co-op 6 missions probably about 10 times just to have enough points to unlock these guns. So it's nice that they dropped the margins for that. Now, this weapon fires 950 rounds per minute, so it's a very, very quick weapon, but with the standard magazine it only has a 20 round capacity, so firing at 950 rounds per minute and a 20 round magazine, that's one of the letdowns of this weapon, or the side effects, is you can burn a full magazine in the blink of an eye. So one of the attachments I am using, as you can see, is the extended mag, which gives you 41 rounds, that's with one in the chamber. So that's a key attachment, I think, when using this weapon. If you want to use it effectively, it's important that you have the extended magazine on. Now, talking about attachments, the other attachments I use is the EOTech, or the holographic, which I, as you probably can tell, use on a lot of my weapons because it's got a small case around it. It's quite an aesthetic looking gun, not too much zoom, and it's quite accurate. And because it's not got too much zoom, you can scope in and out much quicker than you can with a proper scope. So it's a nice little sight to have on the weapon. And I also use the laser dot. Originally I was using the silencer, but I got rid of that because it was taking away a little bit more of the range and the power, which it didn't have much of in the first place. As you can see there, it's quite hard to do long range shots. I saw that guy, and probably with any other assault rifle I probably would have been able to get him, but this weapon you have to be very conservative with your burst fire trying to take out the enemy, and unfortunately I did get killed there. Now, some of you guys may be wondering why you can't unlock a foregrip attachment for this weapon. Now, that's quite interesting because this weapon as standard actually comes with a built-in foregrip. You can see it there as I reload now. Just underneath the Picatinny rails on top where the laser and sight attachments are, it does have a built-in foregrip. So there's no need to unlock any of the attachments for that, which is a good thing because then it leads you to have, you can pick other attachments like the laser dot or the torch. So that's a key point about this weapon. Now, as you guys have probably seen in this video, I'm using this weapon in partnership with the G18 suppressed. Now I think that weapon goes quite well together with the MP7, because with the MP7 having a small magazine, if you get yourself in a bit of a tight situation and you need to quickly swap weapons, like this is a bit of a tight situation here. Oh, all of a sudden, oh, there's 3 guys looking at me, and no, not a chance. Managed to get one of them and get a kill assist on another, but that's a problem sometimes with weapons with a small magazine. If you're facing a few enemies, you're not going to stand a chance because you're going to have to reload at some point. But the G18 suppressed goes quite well with this weapon. You see here soon I fire this weapon and then when I think it's about to run out of rounds, quickly switch to the G18 and then switch back to the MP7 and then actually switch back to the G18 again quite effectively. There you go, G18, MP7, runs out of rounds, back to the G18 and down he goes. Now guys, this video is the first of your Weapons of Choice series. Now this won't be on any regular intervals at all. This will just be when I can get a good gameplay out. So at the end of this video I want you guys in the comment section to vote for the next weapon you want me to use, and I'll see what I can do with that, and I'll try and get another good gameplay out. So please rate, comment, subscribe and tell me what you think, and in the meantime guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.
My dick cost a late night fee. Yo dick got the HIV. My dick plays on the double feature screen. Yo dick went straight to DVD.
My dick bigger than a bridge. Yo dick look like a little kid's. My dick large like the Chargers. The whole team. Yo shit.